iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, for the top 4 seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Team out there, we're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. He'll return it from inside the 5. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. So Alabama's offense will be the first up today. Well, the energy of this building, Chris, is going to pick up as this Sugar Bowl unfolds. As they say in New Orleans, le bon temps brûlé. Let the good times roll.
Really one of the more hostile environments, I think, when it comes to bowl games. You know, I've called so many games in here. Think about the history. Going all the way back to 1935, they played the Sugar Bowl right here in New Orleans. I think a lot of people have associated this bowl game with the SEC. But as we've seen since the start of the playoff, teams like Washington, Ohio State, Clemson, among others, have made this trip down here to the Bayou.
There's a challenging 3rd and 8 now in this opening possession. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, this is why I love this defense so much. So opportunistic. We've seen it all year, and now we see it right here. Big interception. They set their offense up in great field position here on their first possession.
Outstanding field position to begin this drive. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Tackle made it to 13. But here we go, a red zone opportunity. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play. That one hurts. Backs him up 10 yards. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Touchdown, Bulldogs. This quarterback on fire today.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
And they'll set up for the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open score. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Trying to create here on the move. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down. Completion good for 1st down yardage for this offense. The shotgun running play call. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 36. Second down play coming up for this offense. Direct snap to the back. Already got the first down, but looking for more yardage. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. And looking to throw now on first down. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. Incompletion makes it second down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. The sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
Boy, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
And sack sets up an important third down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's fourth down. Special teams on the field. Now here comes a punt. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Bringing pressure. It's a sack. They've got it back at the 4-yard line.
Boy, another great play by an Alabama defensive lineman. And you just think about over the years, probably the last 30 years, going all the way back to John Copeland on that 1992 Alabama defense. Most recently, guys like Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, Quentin Williams. You can always count on Bama having great defensive linemen and difference makers.
For the sack on first down, it's second down. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now. The Bulldogs will line up to put it away. Gets the kick away from his own end zone. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He's got it for a big gain. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a first and goal from the 10.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, third down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time. Nice throw, and it's a first down.
He's swarmed by the defense. Offense facing second and goal. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama.
Boy, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
They're set now to try the PAT. And he knocks it right through. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Receiver makes the grab. He stopped him, but he gets out across the 25-yard line. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. The freshman's able to get home with a sack.
Chris, I really felt the quarterback came off the fake a little bit too quick. The defense didn't bite at all on the play action. They saw the quarterback had the ball, attacked, and got the sack.
Go backwards on first down, so it's second and long from the 19. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Makes a quick catch. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Quick throw to his receiver. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down. The Dogs will send their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. Choosing to return the punt. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Tackled up near midfield at the 48. Again, makes it second and medium. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. After the incompletion, they'll line up now for a 3rd and 5. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Oh, and another incompletion. They bring the punter onto the field now. Going to kick it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick with pretty good distance. Here comes the opening play of the drive. They begin from the 33. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Play action here on first down. Quick throw, testing the middle. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Big gain, moves the ball into enemy territory. They'll spot it down near the 31. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Grab down the middle. It's Jordan. The tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. They'll try to run this one in. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
See if they can convert the point after. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? Fights off a defender. And he's brought down, but that strong stiff arm earned him the first down. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. And he dumps it off to the tight end. They make the stop just short of the mark, where it's going to be fourth down and inches. This one is out of bounds, and that'll give the offense great field position. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
Well, the reality with any screen pass is they usually take a little bit of time to develop. And though they often can hit big, sometimes they take too long to cook up, and sometimes you can get sacked.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? It's a deep throw down the right sideline. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth. And the Bulldogs will line up to boot it away. Offense goes backwards on this drive. He's on to punt it away now. And here's the return. Coverage team brings down the returner. So here comes the Alabama offense back out of the field. Last drive stalled. They're forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete. Offense getting set. It's second down. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Goes to his right side there for the completion. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage. And he'll drop back here on third down. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Touchdown, Bama. Just ran away from the defense. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Now the important point after attempt. And it's up and good. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. Stopped at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The clock is running last minute in a very entertaining first quarter of play. Now they'll run a draw play. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. But this one is broken up. Ball's incomplete. The Dogs will bring their punt team on the field now. We'll see what he can do with the return. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. So here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 43. Handoff here from the shotgun. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So second and 4. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. Well, they've got him behind the line. A tackle for loss to conclude the first quarter of play. So at the end of one, we are dead even as these teams continue their pursuit of a national championship. Let's take a quick look at the game summary so far. We've got a good one in our hands, which let's hope for in a playoff game as we begin the second period. They'll kick it away here. Punt lands at the 6, but heads into the end zone for a touchback. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Game moves the ball out past the 25-yard line. The game makes it second and medium. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. An important third down attempt for this offense. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the catch. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down. The Dogs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. First down, looking to throw the ball. He finds the running back in the flat. Physical run earns the first down. A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Jordan. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35. First down here for this offense. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. The game makes it second and medium. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Catch made on the left side. Refusing to be brought down before gaining first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's got it near the end zone. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense. The Bulldogs trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, handoff. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Dogs.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
Now they'll set up for the point after. They knock through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? From the shotgun, here's an inside give.
The defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
They'll hand it off. The junior able to bring him down quickly. They punted 4 times already on the verge of a 5th. They can't convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He'll try a pass here. It's complete. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Alabama comes up with the line quickly.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
He'll hand it off. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He's a wide open receiver, complete. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. First down, looking to throw the football. Caught near the goal line. Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up first and goal now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he'll be stopped just short of the end zone at the 1. Second and goal for the offense. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. So here we go, third and goal, and they punch it in from the 1. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. So a field goal attempt coming up now. They'll set up at the right hash mark for this chip shot. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. And now the running back's got it again. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Looks right for a quick completion. Breaks loose at the 45. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
Close to the tight end. Pass incomplete, very nearly intercepted that time. After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Ball is incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time. So they're short on 4th down. The coach decides to trot out the field goal team. This will be about a 53-yard attempt. Let's see if he can get it there. And this one is right through.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. They're able to tackle the ball carrier there. Here's the 2nd down play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Hunter has been very busy so far. Can they finally convert here on 3rd down? Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
Solid gain, moves the ball to a 43. So now it's third and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough fourth down decision? Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up. The punt team making their way on the field. On the kick now for the 5th time today. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They got points on the board last time thanks to a long-range field goal. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Tackle, but first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Looking to throw it on first down. It's a bullet, but incomplete. Now it's 2nd down here. Offense looking to throw the ball. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. The Dogs bring their punt team onto the field. Returner is brought down. Gets a start with the next drive. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, the pass is picked off. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Out past the 30. Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. Recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Forced to punt last time, trying to add points, build the lead right here. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down. Can they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone? This is a 4-point type of play. Touchdown or field goal. Catch made on the right side. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team.
You know, it's 3rd down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get into the running back because he's a talented, gifted player. But he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Fields it just outside the goal line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. Looking to make a big play downfield. That falls incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down. Important 2nd down play coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. This one is broken up and falls incomplete. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Two guys up front, line up. It's first down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack.
Well, another sack. You know, as the offensive coordinator, you're ahead in this game. Maybe you should change the game plan to help your quarterback a bit. This pass rush has gotten home way too many times. You should focus more on preserving the lead.
This pass rush has been a problem. Another sack sets up second and long. Quarterback drops back. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Crucial third down play coming up. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. These games, they never disappoint, regardless the score. And this one was filled with excitement and big plays throughout that first half. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to two of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. That's it for us from our EA Sports Studios in Orlando. Let's head back to Chris and Kurt for the exciting conclusion of this one, where we'll find out who is moving on in the CFP.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Oh, that one's picked off. And that's a solid return after the interception.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They begin the series with a first and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. It's a second and goal play for the offense. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards. They've moved it to the 3. Now it's third and goal. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line. So on fourth down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. A handoff to the back. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Play action fake, looking to throw. And that catch is hauled in. They bring him down, but he makes the 3-yard line. That's a solid gain. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? On the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49. Second down play coming up. And the same runner's got it again. Looks like Georgia will have the first down. To the low place right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. And the back gets the football. Tackle made after just a short gain. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Off the RPO, caught to the right. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Come up on 3rd down, solid drive. Defense trying to get off the field here. Running back grabs it on a screen. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. Now play number 9 on this drive. Back to throw again. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. 1st down. Defensive fans getting frustrated. Offense continues to march. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. They're going to run it here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. 12th play of this marathon march, but it's 3rd down and long. The pass rush closing in. He's going to take off. Has the 1st, still on the move. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Oh, so disappointing for this defense. They had the advantage. Good coverage all over the field. It's 3rd down. But they let the quarterback get away, scramble, and pick up the 1st down. And now it's 1st and goal inside the...
He takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it in the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up 1st downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
Here's the point after attempt. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Tough to win these games kicking field goals. They know they need to reach the end zone this time. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a 1st down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. And tackled after a small pickup there. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Finds an open target on the left side. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. 3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a 1st down at the 42. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quick throw, the catch is made.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
And he picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground. Makes a quick grab. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Now the try here for the extra point. PHC is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And here's the return from inside the 5. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Trying to build on a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive last time they had it. Finding some room with the 25. Brought down to the 28. That's good enough for a 1st down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Breaks loose at the 40. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a 1st down. And the wideout goes in motion. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Receiver makes the catch. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39. Georgia getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he's got his man open downfield. Oh, the football comes out. The defense recovers the fumble.
Oh, what a play by this defense. Trailing in the 2nd half. Really, the only way you can get back into this game is create turnovers. Ball's on the ground, they pounce on it, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a 1st down. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Hart. Finally brought down after a big gain. Moves the ball all the way to the plus 48. The offense really clicking here. Off the play fake on 1st down. Quick throw over the middle. That's going to be incomplete. A 1st down drop there in the middle of the field. 2nd down after that previous play. Handed off for a draw. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Back in motion now. Pressure is coming. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
And the punt team now on to kick it away. Looking to flip the field here. Ball lands at the 8 and bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They got into plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. A solid run, good for first down yardage. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Second down after that run on the previous play. Little eye candy here from the offense and pre-snap motion. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Looking for the wideout. Fired into a tight window and picked off. And he'll step out of bounds, but that is a huge takeaway for this defense.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? And looking to throw now on first down. Running back has it on a screen now. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down. The completion sets up a second down play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Caught quickly. He's found some room at the 45. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart at the position and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Alabama now operating in the red zone. There's the handoff. And they'll stop him after a short gain. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. They'll feed the back again. And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Pass caught. Can he get in? Tackled after he makes the first down as the seconds tick away here in the third quarter. Well, Kirk, it's Georgia on top so far. And as we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. All right, here comes the fourth quarter. Everything to play for here. Who's going to stay alive, survive, and advance in the college football playoff? And they're trying to punch it in here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Second down and goal upcoming. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, tie.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
Here comes the point after attempt. The PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Finds room at the 30. They bring him down, but a big chunky yardage on the play. And the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
New set of downs for the offense, 1st and 10. It's a run. Running back's got it. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. Looking to throw it from the red zone. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Incompletion sets up a second down.
Man, if I'm this offense, Chris, I stay aggressive. I know they didn't connect there, but keep testing this defense. Keep challenging, because if you do connect on that run, it could be a game-breaking play.
And they'll stop him short of the goal line. Offense will set up inside the 5. They've got a 1st and goal. The offense a great chance to break the tie here late in the game. And there's the handoff. Touchdown, Georgia. And they take the lead in the 4th quarter. It's an easy job for the play caller, right, Kirk? They can't stop the running back, feeding the ball, scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with the hot hand.
PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. And they've got the returner corralled. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Handoff to the right side. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Went backwards on 1st down, so it's 2nd and long here from the 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's moving out of the pocket.
When you really roll the dice here throwing the football, the offensive line's got to do a much better job of protecting the quarterback. They're lucky that's not a safety.
So after 2 empty downs, it's 3rd and long from their own 1. The defense come after him this time. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Able to pick up just a couple of yards. That's good run defense. Punt team ready to boot it away. And he's able to send the punt away. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. Crosses the 30. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I don't know if the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the 4th.
It's the running back in the flat. And he's shoved out of bounds, but the defense was short of the 1st down marker. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They call the counter play here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Jordan. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a 1st down. So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. The field goal is good. And they add to their lead.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, and that's good coverage there. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Trying to extend the play. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a 1st down. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. 1st and 10 play coming up. And the quarterback dropping back. It's a short completion to the tight end. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Catch made inside the 10. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Offense racing down the field. It sets up a 1st and goal inside the 10. And the back now goes in motion. There's the snap. They'll set up the throw. It's a quick grab. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4. See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. They need a touchdown here. Down big in the 4th quarter. 3rd and goal. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama. So here we go, 4th quarter. Cut into the lead, but still work to do.
Well, I think the cool thing is that they're still battling, and they put themselves at least in a position now to possibly come back and maybe, who knows, win this game. But it's going to be up to their defense. They've got to get the ball back to have a chance.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? Pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Caught in the flat by the running back. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through his offense through the air.
Well, I'd love to see this late in a game like this with the lead. Get aggressive. Go for it here on 3rd down through the air. Quarterback delivers to his receiver. Comes down with a nice completion and a 1st down, and they keep that clock moving.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here.
Hey, it's a great job of running the football. It's the right idea, but the back's got to stay in bounds because, remember, with the new rule in college football, the clock still stops momentarily until the referee sets the play clock for the next play, and then it'll start again. So stay in bounds and work that clock.
He pulls in the catch. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Cannot escape, and down he goes.
Finally, the defense is able to come up with a play on this drive. Let's face it, this offense has been able to put things together. Quarterback's had a nice drive, but finally, great job of getting the pressure and getting after that quarterback.
The offensive line will have to regroup after the sack. It's 2nd and 13. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Fights through a tackle. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. This is a big third down play coming up. If they can get the stop, you have to believe we'd see a timeout. And here's the handoff. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So on fourth down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Turner trying to create good field position. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Bama. Still no answer for this offensive machine. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field. Very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
Yeah, when we were out at practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You could see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
Now the all-important extra point. And the kick is up and good. They've got a 1-point lead with time winding down. It's up to the defense now. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They settled for a field goal in the last possession. They're looking for the end zone, no doubt, here. Snags the quick throw. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch is made down the middle. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48. The Bulldogs come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. And he'll set up to throw. He's got a man down the middle. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. Keeping it on the ground here. Running with purpose. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here. And a timeout on the field. We'll talk some strategy, a crucial moment here. 1st and goal, a chance to claim the lead here in the final quarter. It's a shotgun run call. Gets back to the line, but no closer to the end zone than that. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Touchdown, Dogs! To claim the lead here in the final minute.
Oh, man, I think the defense was so caught up with their eyes on the quarterback, they completely lose the running back out of the backfield. Nice job by the play caller here of getting the ball out to the running back instead of the receiver for the touchdown.
Now the offense will go for a 2-point conversion. And the quarterback, we're going to make a play through the air. And it's incomplete. The try fails, and the lead remains 5 points. So after taking the lead, they'll kick it off here and hope the defense can hold on. They'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Here we go. Crucial situation. They've got time to run a few plays. The defense can't just back off here and play too passive. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32. They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. They've got to get points quickly here, looking for explosive plays right now. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Defense is coming after him. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack. They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. There's no one to throw to there on third down. And now it's a fourth down coming up. It's a 5-point game. They need a touchdown. They'll keep the offense on the field. Drops back, looking for a fourth down conversion. It's a highlight reel diving catch there. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. Now he just comes up and spikes it to stop the clock. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. The pocket breaking down. Well, a really entertaining game. It came right down to the end. They made the clutch plays, and that made the difference.
Well, we knew these teams were fairly evenly matched, and you really saw them go back and forth, trade blow for blow. Excellent team win by these guys, doing what they had to do in the final quarter to come out on top.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.